If you've ever driven through Diego Martin, you might have passed a street or two with names that sound straight out of old Europe. But behind those names, there's a story most people have never heard. Today I want to tell you about St.Hillaire Begorat, a French landowner whose legacy is wrapped up in the shadows of Trinidad's colonial past. Picture this: late 1700s, early 1800s. Trinidad wasn't always British. At one point, it was under Spanish rule. They opened the doors to French settlers. Enter St.Hillaire Begorat. He was one of those French planters who sailed over grabbed land and, like so many of his time, built his wealth off the backs of enslaved Africans. Begorat owned massive estates in Diego Martin lush, green, perfect for sugarcane. But this prosperity came at a huge cost. Hundreds of men, women, and children. They were forced to work his fields, stripped of their freedom, their culture, even their names. Their stories are mostly lost to time, but traces remain. In the Creole language, in family names, and in the rhythms of Trinidad's music. After the British took over Trinidad in 1797, things didn't get any easier for the enslaved. People like Begorat just switched allegiances and continued running their plantations. The abolition of slavery came in 1834, but by then families had been shattered and cultures erased. Begorat himself. He profited until the very end, leaving a legacy of land money and, unfortunately, pain. Today you might see the Begorat name on old maps or in dusty legal documents, but the real story? It's in the resilience of the people whose ancestors survived those brutal times. Diego Martin is now a vibrant community full of life and tradition, shaped by a history that's complicated, sometimes dark, but always worth remembering. So next time you pass through, remember, every street, every name, every hill has a story. And some of those stories, like St.Hillaire Begorat's, remind us why it's so important to dig a little deeper into our past. If you found this piece of forgotten history intriguing, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories just like this one.